column. Kicking off the fourth quarter, Norristown has the ball. Marcus Green going inside, saw Ed Moore. Knocks off one of the Patriots' hands. Norristown working against a 2-3 lineup for Norristown. Maurice Allen right now handling the ball. He's joined by Marcus Green, Ed Moore, Ryan Shockley, and TJ Tolson. Norristown lead stands at 17, 7.5 minutes left to go in the game. It's about time for the Patriots to put up. Kachansky does just that with his first bucket since the first quarter. Tom Kachansky with a 2. He's got 9 on the night. Nice job recognizing the seam in the defense, penetrating and closing. Finished at 53-38. They need a lot more of that, though, to get back in this game. Norristown too much for their opponents by the time the second half comes. It's been the way it's worked so far this whole season. Shockley up top to Allen, tries to get it inside to Ryan Shockley. Once again, it's off the Patriots. Coach still can't believe it. He's wondering why his team can't get a call. Vocal crowd at Norristown tonight. Nice job inside. That ball going from Shockley to Tolson. They had a good look at the basket. They could not convert. Brian Scott controlling it for East. Kachansky wanted the 3. Could not find enough room. Mark Matern works free for the Patriots. Now the lead's cut to 13 points. Allen working against Kachansky. Maurice Allen clearing things out. TJ Tolson working with Marcus Green on the near side. Works Green open across the top of the key to Ed Moore. Shockley at the elbow. Tolson tries to shoot the ball across. Tom Kachansky takes a cheerleader with him. Make sure she's okay before getting up. Great job hustling there. They need a lot of that. They need a lot more Kachansky. 13 points. Brad Weldon going to be checking in. TJ Tolson checking out. Six minutes left to go, 53-40 in favor of Norristown. Halftime score was 27-26. Marcus Green wasn't sure if Ryan was going to be coming over quick enough. Kind of held on to that for an extra step, trying not to turn it over. Unfortunately, he travels. Spinozzi working against Marcus Green. Spins out of Ryan Shockley and Green's trap. Brian Scott working baseline, puts the ball up. It's no good. Partially blocked by Ed Moore. We'll give him credit for that as his 6th block. Kachansky, double pump, gets off a nice looking left-handed layup. Couldn't use enough glass to ricochet the ball in. Score is frozen at 53-40. 5.5 minutes left to go, fourth quarter here at Norristown Area High School. Norristown. Marcus Green working it in. Gets fouled en route. Coach McGee has a nice, moderate 13-point lead against other teams that might be considered a comfortable lead. Tom Kachansky is renowned for being able to hit the 3-point shot. So Norristown can't yet breathe easy. Thanks to Marcus Green, though, they have increased it to a 15-point cushion. Spinozzi draws the body against Marcus Green. Coach McGee cheering on the referee, saying that's a good call. It's Marcus's first foul. Kachansky's about 4 feet behind the arc. Looked like he was almost angry at himself for passing that one up. He hasn't gotten a whole lot of looks from behind the arc, thanks to the great defense of Maurice Allen. Inside, fouls drawn against Brad Weldon. Angry with himself. That was Mike Miller for CB East. It was scoreless all in the evening, despite probably being the tallest Patriot player. And Tom Kachansky, the senior captain, will get his last rest before trying to make a run at this Eagle squad. Miller, good with his foul shot. 55-41. Norristown faithful urging their squad on to get this rebound. They don't get a chance at it. Mike Miller, his first 2 points of the game. 55-42. Maurice Allen handling the ball right now for the Eagles. Works off of a screen, ball off the knee of one of the Patriots. Eagles will hang on to the possession. East trying to step up the pressure on the defense. Anthony Spinosi is not letting Marcus Green further than about an eyelash away. Marcus just too quick for Spinosi. Shockley inside to Ed Moore. Turnaround jump shot, smooth as silk. Only Ed's second field goal of the second half. He's got 10 on the evening. However, he does have 6 blocks. So he has absolutely changed the face of the game. Foul called against Maurice Allen. Salim Campbell coming in from Maurice. Maurice Allen showing up in the second half with 8 points. 57-42. East inbounding the ball. 4:11 left to go here in the game. Inside, Miller gets it swatted away. Ed Moore just waiting for Miller to put that one up. Miller just kind of looks into space a little bit. Kind of a glassy-eyed look. What am I supposed to do about that? Just inside the three-point arc, the shot is good by Lloyd of Central Bucks East. Closes the gap again to 13 points. Second half has been all Eagles. Joe Roscoe in the game for Norristown. Again, this is their last home game. Brad Weldon with his back to the basket. Launches it back up top. No hurry for the Eagles to put any shots up. Green tries to get it over in the corner to Roscoe. Mark Matern gets a hand on it for the Patriots. Roscoe gets it into Ed Moore. Roscoe creating his own shot, does a nice job. To the delight of the crowd, Joe Roscoe. Nice looking move there for Joe, who saw some spot time early on in the season. Brian Scott trying to get back in a bigger chunk, misses the three-point attempt. Patriots down 15, just over 3 minutes left to go. Brad Weldon, that might be the last final nail in the coffin for the Patriots. Brad's got 12 points. Doing equal damage in each half, 62-44 in favor of the Eagles. Nice look inside. Brian Scott, unfortunately not supported in his efforts. Salim Campbell, aerial act, high flying, can't get the shot off. Foul inside against the Patriots. Brad Weldon coming out. 2:41 left to go.
He's been discovered as America's most wanted.
big man, Ed Moore. Misses his first foul shot. Once again, stick around. A couple minutes after the game, I will be speaking with Ed Moore and assistant coach Dean Behrens to get their take on what happened tonight and also what they anticipate for the district playoffs. Should be some interesting conversation, I hope. Dean generally has interesting comments to make. 2.5 minutes left to go. 19-point lead. Ed Moore with another one. Number 8 by my count. 63-44. Ed coming out of the game. Great performance by Ed. Kachansky gets the ball to Brian Scott. Nice job on the board there by McLaughlin. Adam McLaughlin, only his 4th point of the night. Roscoe working against Kachansky. Stepped on the line. Ball coming back the other way. Some slight confusion on the part of the officials. 63-46, that's a 2-minute mark. Patriots aren't doing too much damage at this point. Couldn't get anything going. Bobby Mayo, senior point guard, working against Spinozzi. Coach McGee calling the play. Lee Fowler taking the ball off the dribble, spinning and working his way inside, ball rimming out. Follow-up is no good. Joe Roscoe gets his hands on it, works it back into Fowler. Off the dribble, finds Roscoe cutting, gets a shot off, hard foul. Number 34, Adam McLaughlin. Takes out Roscoe's torso. Brian Scott has seen his last action of the evening. Great performance put on by him. Unfortunately, as I said, not a whole lot of supporting cast. East, despite an 18-point first quarter, has been held to 8, 10, and 10 points so far, respectively, in this quarter. Joe Roscoe hits the second. He now has 3 points tonight. East will try to do some things to build on in order to be more competitive during the playoffs. Spinozzi draws the foul. East not a bad team. They don't have anyone really assertive enough underneath to be a big threat if Kachansky gets cold, which he did. And if Brian Scott doesn't have any support, which he did not, makes it a long night for the Patriots. Spinozzi, his first point of the night. Spinozzi, however, did an admirable job against a very difficult player to guard, Marcus Green, his counterpart at the point guard. So with 1:17 left, Coach Silk calls timeout. He's going to try to salvage some positive from the rest of the game at Norristown. 64-48, 1:17. Norristown finishing strong. Apart from a lethargic first quarter in which they scored 13 points and allowed 18, which is unheard of, they battled back, took control of the game, and never let go. Be interesting to see, like I said, based on as Joe Roscoe pads his scoring total, he's got 5 all of a sudden. Be interesting to see how Norristown matches up against their first round opponent. Kachansky with the 3 attempt comes up short, rebound. Patriots drawing the foul. Tom Kachansky, the do-it-all Patriot, now assisting the referees with Joe Fabrizio and tracking down the ball the length of the court. I'm sure he's tired enough already after running against this Eagle defense for the last hour and a half. There is an outside chance these two squads could face each other in the districts. Roscoe launches one up from beyond the arc. Lee Fowler can't keep his hands on it. Roscoe making a last-ditch attempt to try to reach double digits. Seconds left to go, 66-51. Errant pass on the part of the second unit for Norristown. "15 seconds left to go. Three-point shot attempt. East calls time. 54-66. East in no way thinks they're going to win this game. What they're basically trying to do is put themselves into a playoff situation that they could experience in one of the upcoming games. Coach Silk going to try to set up a play. This basically being utilized as practice time. Also, it gives some of the bench players from Norristown an opportunity to play a little bit. Reward for their efforts in practice. I'll go down the scoring as the post-game show will be abbreviated because I'll have some guests on. For CB East, as if you're really that interested, Anthony Spinozzi with 2. Tom Kachansky has 9. Mark Matern had 7. Adam McLaughlin with 4. Brian Scott, a great performance with 17. Mike Lloyd has 11. And Mike Miller with a deuce to round out the 54 points that East has so far. Norristown, very well-balanced scoring tonight. Oh, exclamation point. The Monster Jam brings the house down. Great job on the setup. Beautiful work there. Scoring for Norristown. Weldon led all scorers with 12, Shockley 11, Ed Moore 11, and Maurice Allen had 10. That led the Norristown Eagles. Big victory tonight, 68-54, 14-point win. Momentarily, hopefully we'll be joined by Coach Dean Behrens and quite possibly Ed Moore if we can hook him into coming over. We are going to be joined by Dean and Ed Moore. I want to congratulate Ed Moore on a great game. Ed, I'm John Price. This is NASD TV. It'll be on in the local Norristown area. You had a beautiful game tonight. A lot of erasing going on in the paint. Once again, we've come to expect that from you. If we don't see 6 or 7 blocks out of you, it's almost a disappointment. How do you feel the team responded? You came out in the second half. What happened in the locker room at halftime?
We was playing slow, like we were like with the pressure, trap and all that. We was playing kind of slow. We were playing no D, basically that's all it was.
Right.
We were playing no defense.
The defense really is the key for you guys.
Yeah, we picked the defense up. Defense is our thing. We got to trap, run around, get easy points, and play good D. Easy points is how we run the score up.
Right, that's usually how you guys find most of your success. East did a nice job in the first quarter. They came out, they were up 18-13. You guys seemed to settle into your game. Brad, you had real balanced scoring tonight. You had 5 or 6 guys all in double digits, but you did a beautiful job. I think you had 10 or 11 points. Congratulations on that. You've got the seedings for the district playoffs coming up. What do you see for Norristown coming up in the district playoffs? How do you feel about the way the team's going and the direction and everything?
All the way.
All the way?
All the way.
What do you think about facing possibly PW at some point?
I don't care. They got to come in here.
Right.
Come on. They don't want that. They don't want that. They don't want to come in here and play no playoff ball.
Well, that's great. Ed Moore, confident Ed Moore joining us. Thank you very much. Once again, congratulations. You've got 2 more home games coming up for the playoffs as we continue. Actually, you've got 1 away game regular season and then 2 home playoff games, and I'm sure you guys will be very successful. The great Ed Moore joining us. Thanks again for watching. Final score 68-54. Norristown on top.